Hello my friends, today I'm here in my basement because I want to make myself a two-chambered fishing kit. Stay tuned. Okay, now I want to show you the parts that I found in the hardware store. First of all, I have two pipes here and I want to connect them somehow like this. And then I would have two screw heads at each side. The problem is that the screw cap here came with a hole and I just couldn't find one which is closed. So I came up with this solution. I got this here, which is the end of a pipe. And this one I just take, put it in here, and then I take my screw cap. And this would be somewhat waterproof. Yeah. I also found this rubber seal, which you can put over the gray cap here. And then I would have a better seal, right? So now when I screw this on tightly, this side would be waterproof already. So this is how I want to close one end, which is actually really simple. And also I want to connect the two pipes here to create a two-chambered fishing kit. So what I want to do is, I want to cut off this pipe right here. So there's a line where it's getting thinner. And then I want to glue in a smaller cap, which I throw in here. And then when this is cut off, the cap will stand out, and then I can put the other pipe over the cap. Okay, for cutting the pipe, I'm taking my hacksaw and I try to cut the pipe as straight as possible. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do now. So I have my small cap and it goes right into this other white part. Then I'm taking this seal here, which is a little bit more square, and I put it onto the gray cap. Like that. So now the cap doesn't move around so much anymore. Okay. And now I take my longer part and put it over the gray cap, like so. But as you can see, it still is moving quite a lot, so I will try to find a seal for this part here. Okay, I didn't find any proper seal, but I found this here, which is the inner tube of a bike. And I will just cut out a strip like this. And it happens to have almost the same size as the smaller gray pipe. So I should be able to put this around the gray pipe here. Almost got it. Okay. Nice rubber seal. Put this pipe over the other one. It has a slightly better fit now. It's not perfect, but still better. So now I want to mark myself a couple of holes. Okay, so now I'm going to drill a couple of holes, and I want to drill them through the gray cap as well. And then I'm going to use these screws here, and I will screw the pipe together. And next I want to cut in a slot, because when you have your fishing line here, you want to take your hook with the lure and put it inside. And for that you need a little bit of space for the fishing line. And I will also cut off this cap, because there's no reason why it should be so long. Okay, so for getting the big chamber waterproof, I want to cut off a little bit of the seal, which then I want to pull over the connection. Okay, and now I want to put this back into the pipe. Okay, and now I want to pull the ranger band over the connection part. Okay, this is so much better now. I just found something, an old magnet, and this was once at the end of a flashlight that I owned, and when it didn't work anymore 15 years ago, I just threw away the flashlight and I kept the magnet. So now I want to see if I can get it out of the frame, and then I want to glue it into the cap here. It would be pretty awesome to have a strong magnet inside of the fishing kit. Now I'm ready to pack my fishing kit, and first of all I have this old cork here, which came from a wine bottle, or actually it's Austrian champagne, and it's perfect because it's natural cork, and I've wrapped some ranger band around it so that I can adjust my makeshift bobber on the fishing line. And also I want to add a signal whistle, a small Opinel knife for gutting fish, and a fire steel rod into the kit here. And next I want to add my bobber, and then I have prepared this small container which contains the actual fishing kit. So here we have a couple of sinkers of all sizes. I have a couple of fishing hooks, different sizes. Then I have these here, which are screws that have a hook at the back side. So with these you can make a makeshift fishing rod. And then I have this one, which is a blinker. And yeah, I think this is a good and all-around fishing kit. I miss a couple of more hooks, so next time I pass by a fishing shop, I will get more hooks of different sizes. And it comes in this waterproof box, and you don't want to get any water inside here because otherwise some fishing hooks might rust. So that's for the fishing hooks, which goes right here. And I also found an old compass, and I want to glue it on top here. And it's going to be at the very opposite side of the magnet, so it won't be influenced by the magnet. Okay, now I'm wrapping up the surface a little bit on the plastic because otherwise the glue won't hold. And I do the same thing to the back side of the magnet here. I've cleaned up the surface of the compass and the lid. And now let's glue this to the top of the lid here. Okay, now I want to take a 4mm fishing line and wrap it around my fishing kit. And this is some really solid fishing line. It's really robust and it's going to hold for a long time. Okay, I think this is good enough now. Just cut off the line, and then I take my ranger band and I feed the tag end through the ranger band so that it sits tight. And this way it won't open by itself anymore. Okay, now I want to attach some sort of cord to the fishing kit. So this is it. This is my new fishing kit, and this is the loop for my hand so that I don't lose my kit again. And then in this chamber here we have the smaller chamber, and this is the chamber for the hook and the bait. So before fishing you can collect some bait and just throw it into this chamber, like rainworms or something. And then when you're ready, you prepare the hook, you put it onto the tag end of the fishing line, you bait your hook, and then you can close the bait chamber again. And then you do your fishing. And if you want to change the spot, you just take your hook again and you can put it into the chamber with the bait on. So you have enough of space for, yeah, a big bait. And then you just close the chamber again with the screw cap. And this way you can transport the hook in a safe place without having to take it apart again. And that's especially important for underwater fishing. So a couple of years ago I was on a tropical island and I swam out the ocean and I did some fishing from the surface of the ocean, and it worked really well. And actually I was really happy that I could store my hook at the inside of the chamber, and that way I wouldn't hurt myself while swimming. So that was pretty awesome. Okay, so we have the bait chamber and we have a magnet at the inside of the cap, and at this side we have a compass. We have the actual fishing kit with sinkers, blinkers and hooks. Then we have one bobber. We have a signal whistle, which can be important for the sea. We have a fire steel and a small opinel for gutting. And this is super sharp. You can scrape off the scales of the fish and gut the fish no problem. So pretty awesome fishing kit, I gotta say. I'm really happy with it. I think it's the best one that I've made, and I really like that it was so cheap. So it cost me like $5 or $7. And yeah, it's pretty easy to make. So if you have a little bit time at your hand and you don't know what to do, then make yourself this awesome fishing kit. It's easy to make and everybody can do it. I want to thank you for watching and stay tuned till next time.